Super Metroid.
Don't.
I've been very sing-songy lately, and I don't know why.
Don't. You're gonna start some 80s, like, cartoon of, like...
Also, this game just makes me feel a level of joy. Don't leave just yet.
I'm not gonna leave.
This game makes me feel a level of joy, especially in watching you play and, like, feel your way around for the first time, and I'm just here like, yeah.
I mean, if you want straight up, I've actually been enjoying playing through this. I think the one thing that makes it more fun playing through it is the fact that you're here and you're not making me go through the motions. Like, you're just basically going like, all right, he's in the room, let him figure it out, and if he asks me, I'll push him in the right direction. Other than that, you're just like, no, go ahead. I'll talk about something related, but you do you. I'll be back here if you need me. Well, you're technically in front of me, but it's the way the room's set up.
Yeah, there's...
Anyway,
yeah.
Let's not reminisce too long. You need to go.
I feel bad because I've been going over some odd little tidbits here and there over the course of the game, and I was distracted when you got there, so I couldn't point out my favorite room name in this game. How, like, the community comes up with names for rooms,
yeah,
as I mentioned before. My favorite room name in this entire game. There is a very close second, but we'll get to that later. My favorite room, do you remember, looking at the map, where you got the spring ball? It was that bottom, like, horizontal row, and then it goes to that one that kind of goes up and back down, and then it goes over again to the little L-shaped with the dot.
This one right here.
The very bottom?
Yeah.
Like the very bottom center where you are right there.
Yeah. The very bottom, it has, like, the horseshoe thing, and then it has the little offshoot.
And then the offshoot, and then the L shape with the...
Yeah.
That horseshoe with the two squares at the bottom, that's called the pants room.
You know what? I can see it now, because I was going to say magnet, because it kind of reminds me of, like, a magnet with the two ends painted for north-south, but... Yeah, now you pointed out, it's like, yep, that's 100% the pants room.
That's the pants room. As a weird door randomizer tidbit of information, that room is the only room in the game that has a door that connects to itself.
Huh.
Because if you think about it, the two pants cuffs at the bottom, there's a door that took you from the left cuff to the right cuff. But you can just go up and over and down and also get to the right-hand side, not having gone through a door. So even though it has that one door that connects to itself in a door randomizer, that room has 4 exits. Okay, so what's the plan?
The plan so far is I want to get to that room right there.
Got it.
The near the criteria. I think I'm going up, is it Red Tower?
It'll be easiest to go back through Red Tower to Green, well, over to Pink Brinstar. Instead of going all the way up Criteria.
It's coming up. Alright, I remember this spot, because I remember actually doing it, and at one point you were like, this is not really worth it now.
Yeah, you could technically have done it before, but you did not have the tools to know how to do it without blind luck. That's a breakable block at the top, so you have to use either, like, Quick Morph and Power Bomb, or just Shine Spark up there.
Am I hitting something?
Maybe.
Wow, what the hell was that?
You damage boosted off the spikes. You did not have X-ray scope at the time. Otherwise, I would have let you at least attempt. This This room right here is my second favorite room name in the game.
It's all for missile expansion? No, it's not just for missile
And
expansion.
this is my second favorite name, because it's called the Billy Mays Room.
Nah,
Because...
wait.
Wait, there's more! It's called the freaking Billy Mays Room.
Is that it? Just two missile expansions?
That was it, yeah. So if you had come here before, if you had the X-ray scope or had some way of telling that there was that invisible platform, you could have gotten in here before. You probably could have done some wall jump shenanigans to get up from this side, or if from this room you open the door and just run in and jump like frames or so before you get in the door, you can just careen right up top and skip the water and land up there. So you don't need gravity to get up there. It's the friggin' Billy Mays room. But wait, there's more. Okay, so now that you got that, what's your plan?
Norfair.
Alright.
Name on the map.
That's true, yeah, on Prime, they did.
And I'm like, that's a lot for a game like that that's really big and actually has a lot of rooms to go
Yeah,
through.
granted, none of the rooms are terribly creatively named, but still.
Yeah, they're just all straightforward. It's not like, oh, here comes the big pants room of big pants man's pants.
It's the pants room.
Yeah.
No, I don't know any room names in Norfair. Well, there's Bubble Mountain, which we passed and I forgot to point out at the time. Are there any interesting room names in Norfair?
Bubble Mountain, also known as, we have to remind you that this is a Metroid game.
Oh, the room that you were just in is called the
Oh.
Business Center. That little, like, vertical area.
Yeah. Oh wait, I did go down here.
Yeah, this is what took you to Rockmire.
I'm just rip-roaring through shit right now.
That's plasma. That's plasma, man. It pierces enemies. So, like, if there's 3 enemies grouped up, get all of them. And I like how they put the little white goo guys outside the plasma door. So once you get plasma, you go out. And it was such a pain in the butt to kill those enemies to get in, because it's like, okay, shoot one, shoot him again to kill him, shoot another one, shoot him again to kill him, like 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times. But then you get with plasma and you come back and you're just... Okay, it may help you out. If you go where the door is over there, you can stand on the 1 block next to the door. That's like the only block in here that's not a crumble block. Oh, there's the Bat Cave. What's the Bat Cave? Oh, that was in the room on the way to the speed booster. I already talked about the Nutella refill.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. Like, the what?
The what? Yeah, that's mostly it for interesting names in... Oh, except for that. We'll get to that one when we get to that one, I guess.
Oh yeah, here's Crocmire's room.
Why is it called that? Take that.
That's the save, so I just keep going forward. Unless I need to go back.
Nah, this is it.
Okay, so no forward and back. Gotcha.
Just forward.
Right laser sword.
Dodge to the right. Wait, am I tanking?
Oh, that was energy. I thought it was missiles.
Yeah, it was the Nutella energy refill. Why is it called that? Is it just because it's yellow?
I mean, they're all yellow.
Like, is it just because it's yellow? I mean, yeah, but... Why is it called that? Does it explain anything about that?
The fun part is looking at these old things down here and going like, yep, that's straight from Norfair from the NES as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's just the Nutella refill. I guess because it's yellow like that, you go like, okay, I'm gonna refill my Nutella. Why aren't all energy refills called Nutella refills? So this room is the biggest barrier to getting into Lower Norfair by a mile. And getting in here effectively requires you have gravity, which will prevent the increased damage resistance from gravity, also prevents lava damage.
Narcissist little bitch.
It does not prevent acid damage, but it does prevent lava damage, so you can walk in that lava. So you have to have gravity, and that awkward jump with all the enemies in there and the crumbly thing going down requires you have space jump. So that's mostly what you're dealing with.
Is going through this door a mistake?
No.
Okay. Okay, it's safe. That's what I thought. Whew.
So the funny thing is, in Metroid 1, you recall, you kind of started in Brinstar, Crateria wasn't a thing?
Yeah.
And then you went down from Brinstar into Kraid's lair.
Mm-hmm.
But then from Brinstar, you also went to Norfair. And then from Norfair, you went down into Ridley's lair.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what this elevator is.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we just call it Upper Norfair and Lower Norfair, but this is a shout out to Metroid 1. This is Ridley's lair. So that's the acid we mentioned before, which does still hurt.
I'm getting some big Magmore Cavern vibes from this music.
Good old Norfair music.
Oh. Remember how I was telling you the whole... Like, they added some voice lines to Metroid Prime that apparently were originally supposed to be there?
Yeah.
But, a glitch prevented it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I heading towards Ridley? I went left.
Yes.
Okay, I want to go right then. So I don't care if right is, like, blocks me off. I don't want to go straight to Ridley yet.
Oh, no, technically, I had to stop because right does go to Ridley, but, like...
Like, at the elevator.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I had to stop because right does take you to Ridley, but that's like the speedrunner's path to Ridley. You can go that way and explore some. You're not going to get to Ridley that way, though.
That's what I'm going
Is
for.
what... That's why my brain had to stop, though, because I'm like, but right is to Ridley. Not for him, it's not.
But, I was telling you how they did the, they had, like, the voice goes, like, Talon Overworld, and, like, Chozo
I kinda
Ruins.
don't like it.
And then,
Oh, no.
oh no.
Can you charge beam these guys, or do you have to miss them? I don't remember. Well, you can freeze them. Okay, you can charge beam.
Charge beam, yeah.
I think I usually end up just missiling them. Like, enemies that are immune to regular beam, I usually end up just missiling because it's faster than charging up your beam.
Yeah. But I was telling you how, like, they had Fandrana drifts, and then the voiceover just goes, Ice Valley. I was like, that is so disappointing, because it's like, it's Fandrana drifts. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly, but you just called it Ice Valley for some reason. And I thought they'd done, like, Magmore Cavern. It's like, Magmore Cavern is just called Lava Cavern.
Really?
Or, like,
we get the cool
cave.
names.
Yeah, it's like, it's just
You're
called...
just like, yeah, it's a lava.
It's just lava cave.
Cave of lava.
And I was like, that is so lame.
Oh, those big hopping guys, the side hopper looking guys, are called Desgiga.
Desgiga. Oh, can't go. Wait, there's a... So I can't go through here.
Yeah, so if you ever approach this room from the top, remember that there are crumble blocks underneath the breakable blocks.
All but the far extremities. Because
Yeah.
that one also leads to a little morph ball area over there.
So I think the Desgiga was probably a Metroid 1 enemy, like probably Norfair version of a side hopper.
Yeah.
We've seen small Desgiga thus far. We've seen a couple of them. But I think this is the first time we've seen big Desgiga. Are there any other fun enemy names? I think I've mentioned most of them that are fun. Like the Squeaked in the menu. I think these are just gold space pirates. Yeah, yellow space pirates.
Well, whatever was there is not alive anymore.
I think it was a couple of Viola.
The face things?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna keep coming up.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna save you a bit of time in case you decided to go back in and say getting through that room would be an absolute nightmare right now.
Oh, fuck. First of all, who you are, Jets?
So those enemies are called Rippers, and these guys are called the gray ones we've seen before.
Yeah.
That move around are called Rippers. Those guys are called Ripper 2. The sequel. Ooh, double hit. Yeah. Yeah, there's the Ripper. No, the Ripper's the brown ones, but like whatever. It's probably just a palette swap. They're still just Rippers. The ones with the jets on them are Ripper 2. Which I remember as being hilarious.
Absolutely absurd name.
Just like 2. Like, what zoologist is looking at all of Zebus's
I'll call this...
dudes going like, this guy's got a jet on his back.
I call this Spider, and then I call this Spider 2, the sequel.
Spider 2.0. As those are the same dragons as before, pretty sure. Probably just a
I
palette
still
swap.
have to show you some funny bits
Yeah, it's just dragon. Probably just a palette swap.
from random stuff for funsies.
And I say palette swap because there are some enemies that are differently colored, like the space pirates, that will have different properties and, like, statistics. And then there are other enemies that are just palette swapped for a different area that they're in, but they're functionally the same. And that's where, like, that dragon, pretty sure he's just a palette swap. I don't think he has different stats or is different in any way.
Hey, it's a golden one. Oh, dang it.
Just picks you up and chucks you into the acid.
No, I actually do have something to remind me of that. I was hoping to pause it beforehand.
No.
You were talking about that one that you talk about, the bowling alley, where it looks like he's going to pick you up and pull you. They do that in Metroid Prime, I remembered it.
Yeah.
You get to the Hall of the Elders.
I know there's a couple times something like that.
Yeah, you get to the Hall of the Elders, and it's a Chozo statue, and you get into its hands as a morph ball, and it goes...
Oh, it's like the kids bowling where like you two-hand it in front of you.
Yeah, well, it's like they don't actually have like the statue do like the full motion. I think it does like it moves its hands up, but you know it's still a statue and everything.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, it does do bowling.
I guarantee you somebody has made like let's just say an animation of that exact scene in Super Metroid, and the thing just goes back and bowling into the spikes. I guarantee somebody's made that animation.
But it's like hard enough that it takes out all of the spikes too.
That'd be like, even more. Do it and just have a bunch of bowling pin sounds as all the spikes go flying.
I think the fun thing is I kind of wanted to leave this to the credits, but it's still kind of fun to think about because you said that, and I was like, it just kind of reminds me of like the whole, like, you know how everybody keeps saying like. Super Metroid and Castlevania Symphony and Night are basically like the two big inspirations for the Metroidvania genre. Going
yeah, like
forward.
that's where it got its name from.
Yeah. I was just thinking, it was like, you know what the best part to think about that is like the fact that like by the time it got really big was like the early 2000s to the mid 2000s. And I think back and going like, God, everybody keeps saying those two big games were big for them, and it's like almost a guarantee the people who did that, who would go on to make their own Metroidvanias, emulated the shit out of both of those games. Because like by then, Super Metroid was basically like you had to go like garage sailing to go find it, or go to a used game store or something to go try to find it. And like Castlevania Symphony Night was probably a similar thing. Okay, I know you're tricking me.
Immediately knew something was up.
Immediately, like it was like, no, I'm not that. Oh, I lost the jump. I think I hit the thing at the top.
The frustrating thing is going back around to get that missile expansion is a pain in the butt. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Not like a monstrous pain in the butt.
Ah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. He's a big boy.
He's golden.
Golden Torizo has 13,500 HP, which is actually more than most bosses. But also, most bosses have like a weak point that you have to worry about opening up to get one clean shot in. There's only a handful of enemies that you can just lay into. How much HP does Dragon have? He has more HP than Dragon. Granted, they have to account for the fact that you have plasma. Again, reminder that charged plasma does like 3 to 4 times as much damage as a super missile at this point. And this boss especially is a means of teaching you that your beam is powerful and to use it. Because not only is your beam the most efficient damage that you have right now, by a pretty reasonable margin, but he's all but immune to your missiles. If you try to shoot him with a regular missile, he just sidesteps it and doesn't take any damage.
Oh, I should have tried that. I wanted to see the animation.
If you shoot him with a super missile, he catches it and throws it back at you.
Ah, still would have been cool.
So, like, the only efficient way to kill him is with super missile. You can have some fun, but if you wait like 3 seconds, this is going to be a lot easier.
Oh, like, do I just go through? We should name a website after that.
Yeah. If you want to go back before you go this way.
Oh, you want me to go back and to the left?
Yeah. So Screw Attack. Screw Attack is in the two games before now, that being Metroid 1 and Metroid 2. They were both Screw Attack was kind of your endgame weapon. Like your beam was useless. Your missiles.
Oh my god. Metroid 1. You needed to get the Screw Attack as quick as you could because all the hallways you went through was basically like torture if you just had the power beam.
Like
then you went to like the charge, or you went to like the ice beam or the wave beam. But then you got the Screw Attack and it was like you just jump through and just rip through everything.
Yeah, your beam was all but useless in those games, and your missiles were almost equally useless. Except where needed. The Screw Attack was how you got around, and of course, it makes a return here. And it's just as absurdly powerful. Pretty much every enemy you jump into will die with the Screw Attack. However, they haven't slacked on the beam. Because Plasma will also destroy almost every enemy in the game.
Is there any sequence for the doors?
Bottom one first.
That would actually be useful, yes. So I took on the Omega Pirate last night, and I was like, I don't remember. Everybody kept saying, like, he's really hard and everything, and I don't remember him being that hard. It's mostly because he summons the troopers, and they're annoying. And he seems to, like, take his time to show up before the troopers and everything. And I was like, I don't remember him being that hard. And then I realized how much health I had left, and I had, like, 1 energy tank left, and I was like, alright, he is that kind of hard.
I always remember the Omega, because I don't remember having a lot of trouble with him when we played it over Seasons Metroid. Wow, that wasn't even this year's Super or Seasons.
That was like a couple years back.
What the crap?
Yeah, that was 2022 because that was you were trying to make me happy because Lexus had passed.
Yeah, like that was that was last Seasons Metroid.
Yeah, you did something else this year.
But I remember even then that Omega Pirate wasn't as big a challenge as I remember him being. But the biggest thing that I remember about Omega Pirate is if you fight him on hard mode, because all hard mode does is like enemies have double health.
Yeah.
Which normally is just things take longer to kill. That actually changes Omega Pirate at a pseudo-mechanical level. Because he's timed, so you have just about enough time to kill the pirates before Omega Pirate comes back. But when everything takes twice as long to kill, you're still killing the pirates when Omega Pirate comes back. So you have to start, like, picking and choosing who you're going to kill and how and why. This room, by the way, does have a name. This room is called the worst room in the game.
No, I was going to call it Penis Tunnel because it probably goes up like a penis.
Especially given that the space jump, and given that I couldn't just tell you how space jump works. Somebody playing this game having to go through a vertical tunnel with space pirates attacking you the whole stretch of the way without a solid understanding of how space jump works, this room is a nightmare.
I, on the other hand, am awesome at this game, so
Absolutely.
suck it, everyone.
Okay, now remember where you are.
Damn it.
I wasn't quite fast enough on that call.
Nah, I thought it was going to be a little further over.